Who you gonna main? I don't main anyone. But interesting first game of preseason. I get first pick. We'll be banning Aphelios. I think that champion is disgusting OP. So we will never see that in any of my games ever. Oh, it's in like low latency, low spec mode. The client. Okay, so far not too much CC on our team, really. Very melee. 3 melee champions there as well. Nautilus ban and Aphelios. That's it for bot lane, and I've got a blind pick. Amazing. What shall we play as the first champion? I think we'll do... I think Nami's pretty safe. Could maybe do Lux as well. They could maybe think it's Lux mid for quite some time. Lux as the first game of Season 10. Maybe inspired a little bit too much by the Season 10 trailer. We'll do Airy. So there's two-part reasons to this. Lux is a safe-ish pick in lane, especially if one of the hard engagers is already banned. Second, they might think I'm Lux mid, so they might pick accordingly to that. And it gives my mid lane a chance to maybe get away with playing Yasuo without being counterpicked. Gathering Storm. We probably shouldn't have Celerity. I think Absolute Focus is going to be better here. We'll keep Revitalize. Second Wind should probably be fine. We'll take some armor here. And we'll keep the mana flow banned. We've got Caitlyn, which is probably one of the best champions that you can play with Lux because binding into trap is insane damage. So if we add a laser to that, then it should be many damages. Many damages indeed. Ooh, against the EUNE. Okay. So they have got a bit of siege down the bot side, but I think our siege is better. Also, my shields should be able to mitigate a large portion of the EUNE Q damage anyway. So it's all going to be taken. The damage that we're going to take is like Jhin Q. That's going to be like the main source of poke damage that we're going to receive if we do take any. But I feel like we can go pretty aggro here. We've got to respect Rek'Sai behind the lane ganks with tunnels. But apart from that, in a straight up 2v2, I think we're fine. But their late game is very good. Sylas late game is now very strong. His early game is pretty weak. EUNE late game is decent. Rek'Sai is okay. Riven can be very strong. So if EUNE goes on like Riven for late game, that could be a pretty devastating combo. But yeah, we've got to try and pop off bot lane. Gremlin, have you tried out the new Nami buffs yet? I did one game of Nami yesterday on Thursday, but it was a stomp for the enemy team, so I didn't really get to try it properly, unfortunately. Straight into the first game of Season 10. Be very interesting to know where I'm placed here as well. No one's in there, I didn't get gold. Would have got 10 gold if there was someone in there. Plus my Airy would have been sent out as well.
Candle in the dark, a beacon to the world.
They're very spooky. I don't think they'll invade with what they've got there. Their invade isn't that strong, especially with EUNE. And this is the patch, by the way, with all the support items will now have mana regen on. So that actually helps out EUNE a little bit as well, because she had insane mana issues. To be honest, a lot of supports kind of did, but that helps her out slightly.
Without light, the people lose heart.
Okay, full tunnel vision focus here. Try not to distract me too much, Twitch chat.
Come get me.
is possible.
Set is not out yet. I think Set's out on Wednesday. I'm not 100% sure about that, but I think it's next week. It's the new champion.
Fight the good fight. Odds be damned.
So they didn't get... It's a shame Caitlyn ran towards me there, actually. Taking a little bit too much free damage. Caitlyn's doing some really bad trades with the Jhin for some reason.
The elements are all at my disposal. I'll lead the way to victory.
Yeah, we're currently losing the siege. I wasn't expecting this. Yuumi is a little bit lower mana. It would be nice to see. Would it be nice to see maybe the Caitlyn use more of her mana? Nice double kill. Jhin taking a lot of minion damage there. Yumi's actually going in. Bane's pushed in. We could probably go in here. That Yuumi messed up big time. Oof, that last auto attack. Jhin flashed there as well. Ooh.
Knowledge illuminates the true path. I always travel light.
Yeah, the Yuumi W isn't instant now. There's like a 0.25 second gap with that.
As a frequent shopper, should I
But I'm glad I managed to push the advantage there because that laning phase was starting to look a little bit too scary for us, if I'm honest.
How much for 10 of these?
Shimmy can buy a Fairy Charm now. About 25 gold short, but I can't stay in base any longer. Shame I didn't get both kills. Damn it. Remember kids, always steal your kills from your AD carry that's been iffy in lane. All of them. Anyways, really good start for us. Shame I had to use Flash there, so it's going to make Rek'Sai gank a little bit more prominent. Not sure if there was an exhaust used there by the Yuumi, but we need to be careful of Rek'Sai being around here, especially since we have no flashes.
Our enemies could be anywhere.
Wow, I actually got the cannon minion there by accident. I accidentally randomly sent out an auto attack and it just so happened to be the cannon minion. Nah, really though, it was an accident.
Hope banishes fear as sure as the sun does darkness.
It's a shame that binding didn't connect. But yeah, that Caitlyn's just taking way too much free trade for like no reason. She's just not respecting the Jhin. And Jhin doesn't even have that much.
Where there is shadow, I will bring light.
I think we just be patient for 6. Try and land a combo.
Through my work, you shall transcend.
Light is but one of my
Rek'Sai, so I'm probably dead. It's a good trap though. That was a pretty good trap. I'll give Caitlyn credit. That was the best thing she's done all lane.
Light is but one of many paths.
I'm still in range for that. Okay. I think we just back off now.
Do not fret. I will
Or do we? Managed to get the shield on the Caitlyn there. Rooted the gym. Got my support tax in. I'm worried about her Wing away. Didn't know where the jungler was, wasn't prepared to take that risk. If she managed to W away, then that would have been pretty tilting. Nice Cloud Drake as well.
Don't let my sunny disposition fool you.
Caitlyn gets a solo turret plating stack. She's kind of overextending now though. You just have to back off, dude. I will take 2 boots here and some fairy charms.
Gold is one element everyone respects.
That's fine. Yeah, Cloud, really nice. A little bit of extra CDR for us on our ulti. Once we get that, should be too long for that now. So first team death up topside. I think the bot lane, I think the Jhin is decent. It's just the... that Yuumi just caught out one time earlier. I want to get a ward in that forward brush there, just in case Rek'Sai sneaks around. Don't want to be too far up the lane. This is fine, we can try and deny it a distance.
A candle in the dark, a beacon to the world.
We do have our own dude here though. Rek'Sai flashed away. Tried to give that kill over. Luckily it did this time.
Refreshing. I'm just beginning to plumb the depths of his power.
Into Caitlyn trap. Always a nice little classy combo that. Binding into Caitlyn trap.
The river charts its own course.
We can get one more here, then we probably should back off. Might be too much to stay for much more than that. Okay. Guess we can AoE this last wave here pretty quickly.
To be fluid is to adapt.
It's a shame Caitlyn didn't stay because we could have got the turret plating there and got to recall here right now at this point. Alright, good. We got turret plating. Nice binding. I actually got an assist for that. Bit Just gonna put that free ward down there just real quick and just recall. That's gonna get pushed in quite fast. If I can get 150 mana here, we might have enough to kill the Jhin if he oversteps here.
The current guides me.
I flashed as well. I'm not sure what exactly he was thinking there. Maybe he's just tilted now, this Jhin.
As a frequent shopper,
We'll do... yeah, we'll do Athene's and Holy Grail first, and then we'll go quickly into Ardent Censer. I was thinking about maybe going Ardent Censer first because our team's doing pretty well, but I don't know, I just feel like the extra healing might come into play here. Still quite a bit of burst damage on their team. Let's not like disrespect that, I think. Is Yuumi strong again? In my opinion, not really. I'm kind of surprised she was picked here. I don't think this was the best support pick that she could have played here. Especially when Caitlyn and Lux were already picked. So yeah, I do question the choice. Yumi's currently mid. I think we should push in for the first turret.
Thoughts are like water, shallow or deep.
Just had to clear those traps away so that the Jhin didn't kill the minions, basically.
The deepest wells hold the sweetest waters.
Send Ocean Drake next. Just gonna get a Deep Warden while we can. We'll do a Control Ward actually. Just because we have a lot of control right now. Right, now we need to rotate with the mid. We've got 1 minute for turret platings. Infernal Drake. Silas has Lux ulti, he might use it to wave clear. Jhin found my control ward.
Still so much I don't know.
Jhin ult, yeah. It's a little bit of gold over to the Silas. Wait, no, it's Jhin that actually got the kill there with his ulti. No turret platings for us.
Move swiftly, like the river.
Yeah, so it's currently pushing in bot side. It's got the turret down pretty low already. Gonna max E here because we're doing pretty well.
Unless you're me.
You should have the next one, right? Right, that's gonna be mid turret and then we can rotate to Herald straight away. Yasuo's already got tier 2 bot side. It's all about just cleaning up this game now. Try not to throw. Could maybe even go to straight to 2 here. I think we should go to 2. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Rec size like in between our tier 1 and tier 2. Yeah, so it's keeping them busy bot side. Nice. Alright, it's time to back out. We'll buy Ardent Censer next. Yeah, Ardent.
Does this come in multiple colors? How much for 10 of these?
Get there for Ardent soon. What runes am I using? You can see in the bottom left hand corner is Airy, Mana Flow Band, Absolute Focus, Gathering Storm, Second Wind, Revitalize, and then it's double AP and armor on the stat runes. Okay, top side rotation. Shouldn't be too hard to finish off this game. We've got a Herald. Every single... I might die here. At least I got my combo off just before I died. But the rest, they should be able to clean us up pretty easily. That's the kind of fight we needed, just to lure them out of their turrets. Herald's nearly taken down tier 2 by itself. Might be able to get tier 3 turret here. They should be able to, I don't see why not. Might be in here. Buy another fairy charm.
Gold becomes goods. Basic economic alchemy.
They could maybe do it. Depends how they feel. I think like Tryndamere has ulti. I think it's like possible. We might lose like 1 or 2 people, but it might be worth it. Echo's got 5k gold in his bag.
To be fluid is
Yeah, you might want to spend that. Infernal Drake in 40 seconds, so I'm just going to prepare for that. There's Drake here. Zap.
there's no running from a flood.
I think I died to this. Caitlyn should better get something here. Nearly survived. We actually lost that fight overall though. Ooh, if that was a kill, that would have been even, but overall it's not really worth it. Who's harder to play, Lux or Morgana? Can you explain why? I think Morgana's harder to play. It may sound simple doing point, click, E
Better.
for the spell shield, but if you mess it up, it's devastating. Whereas I'd say a lot of Lux's stuff is more forgiving, like low cooldown on the ulti, you've got the W that at least can come back if you mess up the first bit of the shield. Also, you gotta know when to go in properly, and especially if you don't even have a Zhonya's or a stopwatch active ready. Or Morgana, you have to go in melee range in. I need to run towards Tryndamere.
Limit myself to a single element.
Just gonna try and bait them into Tryndamere, maybe. Oh, that blast cone was super trippy. Did set up the wards though for the Tryndamere there, but I don't think he's. Can't get it, yeah. Didn't realize that she could blast cone like quite literally over my head there like that. And you're right, Tryndamere was 0-3. He's the only person on our team not fed. Yeah, I didn't actually notice that. I thought everyone on our team was fed. So I just thought like, you know, I mean it worked anyway. 1 for 3 in that situation there. 1 or 2 people that the team wanted to chase, 1 or 2 people didn't. But yeah, would have been awesome if Tryndamere was fed.
The deepest well.
Got my laser ready, but not in range. So Riven and Rek'Sai have all the kills in their team, so we need to be careful of those 2 in particular. I need to respect Rek'Sai more when I see her around.
Water seeks its own level.
We are 1 Drake away from Infernal Soul though. It's using my E there to cut off. Oh boy. Riven's in my ult. Yeah, in my combo. We do have a jungler ready still to do the Baron. Sure. I think we could probably have got an objective there.
Everyone has a best.
That's fine. So that's going to be a redemption now.
The one element I was lacking.
And we'll pick up a potion. I think next, if we get if this game keeps going, it'll be like death cap last item. I'm already at max CDR.
Shade conceals our flaws.
I think that's because of blue buff though. I think 30% CDR is fine though, with the occasional blue buff being picked up. I think death cap is just going to be better overall for everything. But I can't do that until we have like that amount of gold in my pockets, because I don't want to lose control wards. So it's going to be a very long time, if ever. They were meant to be the two strongest players in their team, and they just got wrecked by a support. Interesting.
The light will betray them.
Just herded them into a line there, just so I could flash. Another good binding.
Without the dark, we would never know the light.
And that is going to be 100% win rate in Season 10. I think we should stop now while we're ahead.
Are you afraid of the dark?
Got a double binding right at the back. No, I died. I think it was a double binding at the turret. %100 win rate. Woo! GG. Alright, let's have a look. Let's honor the... We'll honor Caitlyn. Sure, fine, whatever. Nice. 60 LP straight off the bat. Plat 4. Plat 4 though. I was expecting D2 or not D2, Plat 2 or Plat 1. So maybe they've changed the formula slightly. I'd imagine if you ended the season challenger, you should be Plat 1. Maybe it's more like Grandmaster like ish, maybe Plat 2. Master maybe Plat 2 still. Maybe Plat 3 Diamond 1, maybe. But, yeah, good start. Let's see if we can win 10 games in a row. So it does seem like there are actually 10 placement games. So I don't recall that being the same as before. I could be wrong. I thought it would just be one placement game. You get told a rank and then you just start off from there, but either I remember it differently or they have actually changed it. How do we do in the damage? Oh yes. Caitlyn was actually bottom. A little bit surprised. But she did find it difficult during the laning phase though. And yeah, I do feel like the EUNE pick was kind of... didn't really make much sense. She could have played like Nami or even a hard engage. Could have maybe have worked. Saying that though, I'm also not a fan of Jhin. So I don't think Jin's particularly amazing in solo queue right now, but yeah. And wow, that's a creepy season reward. Isn't that a Philios? I've been banning him every game, so okay, weird creepy reward. What champs are you going to play in placement, Bizzle? What is strong? I've done a tier list. A 10.1 tier list. That is on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. You're more than welcome to check that out.